The Friday Night Fun Net is on the air. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim, but my call is K9 GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your net control station this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or if the PL in your radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 195 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. If you're out in the sticks, if you can hear the repeater but you can't get into it due to conditions or else you're too far away from it, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, local Freeport number. I'll take your check in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile stations. If you got something else going on, you can't stay for the net, you'd rather concentrate on your driving, or you got family time or whatever, just I'll take your short time on mobile stations, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern. First, we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you would check in, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, marathons, bike rides, or ham fests. Then, first we'll take, let's see. Yeah, we'll take general check-ins. First we'll take check-ins from northern Illinois, next we'll take check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. Okay, I did that. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let me reset. Okay, we're going to do our regular features. We're going to do the TechNet. If you have any technical questions, are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? If you have technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll try to answer them for you. Then we'll do the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner. In honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time you checked in this net, you always had a DX report. Then we'll have the swap net. You have items to buy, sell, trade, or want, anything related to hobbies of amateur radio or computers, we'll do that. Then the question for tonight, where do you go to do your grocery shopping? Do you go to a Localey's, let's see, a Woodman's, Highlander, you go to the Piggly Wiggly, A&P, Royal Blue, National Tea, or Bacon Save, or Schnucks, Roundies. What grocery store do you shop at? So we'll get some interesting questions. We had a 2-hour, 5-minute net last week, and we had a total of 33 check-ins. We'll see how long we go tonight. We'll see how many check-ins we get. Okay, by the way, I did not have any early check-ins tonight, so okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time on mobile stations? Like to check in. Please call now.
KC9GCR, this is W9JTC. I'm going to check in short time tonight, Jimmy. Have a great night.
Yeah, power supply for an amplifier here, Jimmy.
Okay, so stand by. I have two stations. They're trying to check in at the same time. W9JTC, Jamie and Rockford, I've got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. K9QDP, Rick, I know that's you. You said something about a power supply or something?
I'm resurrecting a power supply here for my amplifier, so rebuilding it here. So yeah, I'll be short time tonight.
Okay, thank you for checking in, Rick. I know you'll be listening, so please feel to jump in anytime during the net. Okay, are there any more short-time mobile stations like to check in? Please call now.
Alpha 9 Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. Short time, no traffic.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Somebody was trying to check it on the digital side. I don't know what happened. All right, 89VU, Mike in Janesville, got you checked in short time. 73, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations like to check in? Please call now.
Hello, Jim. Here's AA9SF. Scott and Rockford checking in short time.
Okay, Scott, 889SF at the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club. South of Robert, we got you checked in, Scott. Enjoy the ball games we got coming up. Thank you for checking in, Scott. There was another station trying to check in. Another station, come back, please.
AC9NW, short time, no traffic.
Okay, I'm trying to avoid stepping on people, and that's why I'm sorry for the delay there. AC9NW, Tom Norosco, I've got you checked in, Tom. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Any more short-time mobile stations, the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, one more time. Any short-time mobile stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, we have 5 short-time stations tonight, so let's go ahead with general check-ins. At this time, I will take general check-ins from Northern Illinois who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
KD9EPZ, Alan Rochelle, trying to be first for a change.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. KD9KZT, Larry and Rockford.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
And SPJ, Scott and Rockford.
Okay, I've got 5 stations checking in. Al, K9EPZ, well, you are definitely first tonight. You got to check in first. Thank you for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking. KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. I've got you checked in, Larry. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking in. K9KZT, Larry and Rockford, King of CW. Got you checked in, Larry. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the round table, unless you're a short time. We'll see what happens here. Thank you for checking in, Larry. KD9MED, who is recording the Friday Night Fun Net. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, October 22nd, 2021. I should have mentioned that earlier. I got you checked in, Mike, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes at the round table. Thank you for checking in. N9SBJ, Scott, at the beautiful Rock River Yacht Club in downtown Rockford, who got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes at the round table, and thank you for checking in. Good turnout tonight so far, folks. Do we have any more stations from Northern Illinois who would like to check at the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford.
KC9 QPO, Paul Loves Burger.
Okay, well, once again, I'm trying to avoid stepping on people. Okay, sorry for the delay. N9GBP. Dragon Rockford, I got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thank you for checking in. KC9QPL, Paul and Loves Park. Got you checked in, Paul. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Day? Please call now. Okay, we got a good turnout from Northern Illinois. Let's see if we can get just a good turnout from Southern Wisconsin. Any stations in Southern Wisconsin who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Day, please call now.
Hi, Jimmy. Whiskey India 9, Hotel Foxtrot. Representing South Central Wisconsin, that's the first check-in this evening.
KC9 RGG. Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
Okay, I got two stations from Southern Wisconsin checking. WI9HF, your first check-in from Southern Wisconsin tonight there, Chad. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes to roundtable. Thank you for checking in. KC9RGT, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you a few minutes to roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Day, please call now. Okay, well, it's Friday Night Fish Friday night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, eating their catfish, buffalo, carp, bullhead, northern pike, walleye, a muskie, and a crappie. Those of you in the Milwaukee area, you're eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and Braunschweiger. Of course, everybody's eating that famous Wisconsin cheese. So, okay, sounds good. At this time, I will take check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Day. Please call now. No further check-ins noted. We'll take the check. We'll have more check-ins, of course, later on during the net. I don't have any. We'll go to the traffic portion of the net. I have no traffic to pass along. Does anybody have any traffic that they'd like to pass along for the net this time? Okay. Let's move on to the TechNet portion. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? Are you, what kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? You have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them. Does anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, no technical questions tonight, so we'll go ahead with the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked this net, he always had a DX report to pass along. Does anybody have any DX reports that they'd like to bring before the net? Please go ahead. Okay, Mike. Well, what do you got for us?
Well, this is interesting, Jimmy. Totally caught me off guard here. I was doing some CW on the 16th.
Mike, K9MED, go ahead with your DX report. Loud and clear to the repeater, go ahead.
Okay, 1016, I was doing some CW. It totally caught me off guard here. I was on 30 meters, 10.107, doing CW. When all of a sudden somebody answered back, Hotel Bravo, Niner, Charlie, Victor, Quebec, Andy in Switzerland. Totally couldn't believe it. Was only running like about 50 watts or so CW, and he answered back very briefly, but I definitely got the call. KD9MED.
Congratulations on making a CW contact with Switzerland. At HB9CBQ. That is terrific. That is terrific, Mike. Did you make any other contacts, or is that it?
Well, yeah, strangely, before that I did maybe about 30 minutes prior, but these were all stateside. This one for Switzerland was just, totally caught me off guard, but it seemed like they were running some kind of a contest out there, but I don't know what it was.
Oh, sounds good. Well, I'm sure there'll be several different kinds of contacts this weekend. Last week I made 4 contacts with the stations in New York for the New York USO party. Last Sunday, I tried 5 different stations in Illinois, all on the 40-meter band, with no luck. The only exception, and you're not going to believe this, folks, it was Wynn, W9MSL, right here in Freeport, but he lives about 4 blocks southwest. I shouldn't say 4 blocks. Several blocks southwest of me. He was on he was doing a contest. He was talking to other stations out there too. But I couldn't believe it. Only a few blocks to me and away from me, he was giving me a 9. So that was terrific. Those were my that was my DX report. So okay, well again, Mike, congratulations. That's great. Congratulations. Okay. Does anybody, thank you for checking in, bringing in that DX report, Mike, and thank you for recording this net for future rebroadcast on Friday Night Fun, that Facebook page. I talked to Ricky, WX9RLT today. He said the other day he was listening to 8 hours of past editions of Friday Night Fun net, so that was great. You do a great job, and he thanks you too. Okay. Thank you for what you do. Does any other station have any DX reports that they'd like to pass along?
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg here. I made quite a few DX contacts this week.
Okay, well, let's hear about it.
Well, I got my new antenna up, and I've been playing around on 20 meters, and my first contact was a guy from Sweden, and then I got another one from Puerto Rico, one from Germany, one from France, a guy from England, 2 from Canada, and someone from Belgium and the Dominican Republic.
Well, congratulations. That's for sure. Thank you very much for making those contacts. Oh, well, keep on doing that to DX. That's good. Good to hear. And let us know next Friday if you make any contacts. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Does anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, let's see. Carrie usually is on here for this DX report, but let's see. KD9MAP, Carrie, are you on the air yet? Okay, just hold on here, folks. I gotta get my papers. I gotta get my papers straightened out here. So, oh boy, ain't that the way it goes? Okay. One more. Okay, I did this last Friday night. The DX Code of Conduct. I'm gonna read it again. And I'm also going to read the contesters' code of ethics. I copied them from the Auroral operators operating manual. So, okay, let me reset. I'm going to do the DX code of conduct. Number 1, I will listen and then listen before making a contact. 2, I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3, I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4, I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. Number 5, I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. 6, I will always send my full call sign. 7, I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8, I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9, I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign, not like mine. 10, I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine. 11, when the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. 12, I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. 13, I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. Now here, let me reset. Now, this is number 14. That's not actually part of the actual DX Code of Conduct, but Terry K9MAP and I, he had kind of suggested. I'm going to read this. I've added it on to the DX Code of Conduct. 14. I will send a QSL card to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. That's the DX Code of Conduct as amended. Okay. Next, we're going to do the contester's Code of Ethics. 1, I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2, I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3, I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call signs / exchange errors. 4, I will accept the judging and scoring decisions of the contest sponsor as final. 5, I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. 6, I will yield my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And last one, 7, I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's the contester's code of ethics. Okay, at this time, or do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9QVB, Brian and Roscoe.
D9QVB, Brian and Roscoe. Got to check in, Brian. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thank you for the roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. All right. In that case, we'll go ahead with the roundtable. Hopefully, Kerry K9 MAP will check in later on. We'll get his DX report. Okay. Let's go with the roundtable. Where do you like to go for your grocery shopping? Piggly Wiggly, A&P, National Tea, Royal Blue, Kroger. Let's see. Highlander, Logley's, Woodman's, and let's see, Pick and Save, or Roundy's. Where do you do your grocery shopping? Okay, Al, K9EPZ. I know your caregiver does your grocery shopping for you, but where does she usually like to go?
She usually goes to either Walmart or Aldi's, or sometimes both. We don't have a lot of selection for groceries here, and her company makes her, she's supposed to go to the closest store. So, actually the closest store to me is Aldi's. Walmart's a little further, and so she won't go any further than that. She's not supposed to. So the only independent grocer we have in town is there's like a little Hispanic grocery down in downtown Rochelle, but she won't go that far. So I'm basically stuck between Walmart and Aldi. It's unfortunate we don't have much selection here. We're kind of, in a jam in that respect, but, we do what we do.
I understand, Al. Here in the Freeport, we got 3 grocery stores: Sullivan's, Aldi's, and Cup Foods. So, but I do my grocery shopping at Sullivan's. In fact, that's where I was late this afternoon. Okay. Thank you for participating in that. I'm sure we'll hear you during the trivia segment here. So, okay. KD9HKX, Laurie and Roscoe, where do you go for your grocery shopping?
KC9JCR, KD9HKX. Good evening to everyone on the net tonight. I used to like Schnucks really well. They had a nice variety of different food items that I liked, and just not your run-of-the-mill stuff. But then they got less and less and less of that on their shelves, and these days I probably do more shopping at Myers than I do anywhere else. They're also struggling, I think, to get stuff on the shelves sometimes, but they seem to be a little better priced than Schnucks. So, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, by the way, Jimmy, I will be one and done tonight. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'll turn it back to you. KC9GCR, KD9HKX.
Okay, Larry, sounds good. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net, participating in the roundtable. You have a good night. 7-3s, I'm sure we'll hear from you on the Monday night net, which I'll be net control of that then. So 7-3, good night. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, Larry, K9KGT, the king of CW. You suggested this topic, and I'm glad you did. I was thinking about doing it too. So, where do you go for your grocery shopping?
K9KZT here. Well, I had been shopping at Schnucks, but their prices have been going up, so I've been kind of shifting to Woodman's. Here's an interesting thing I discovered today. Schnucks pays $320,000 a year in property tax. That is $320,000 a year in property tax. So no wonder their prices are high. Also, just a personal note, I have an article in the November-December issue of Backwoodsman, which will be on your newsstand shortly. So you might want to look at that and read it at the store so you don't have to pay for it. No, you don't want to do that. Anyway, back to you, Jimmy, K9KZT.
Okay, Larry, sounds good. Yeah, I consider doing my shopping someplace else too. That was going on there, but okay. Thank you for all you do for our CW code practice at the end of the respective nets on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Thursday nights. Thank you. I'll mention more about that during as the net goes on here. Thank you for checking in, Larry. Saturday, have a good evening. KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle. He's recording the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, October 22nd, 2021, for future rebroadcast on Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Mike, where do you do your grocery shopping at?
KD9MED and everybody else on the net, good evening. Well, we'll try to hit Aldi's first and foremost. They might not have everything, but they are a lot more affordable than Walmart, which is the only other gig we have in town here besides maybe Lupita's uptown. And that's about it. But sometimes we just hit Walmart, regrettably. But that's about it. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you for what you're doing with recording this net and past nets and future nets. That's great. Okay, I'll talk to you at the end of the net tonight. Thank you for checking and doing the recording. N9SBJ, Scott at the Rock River Yacht Club in downtown Rockford. What's going on with you? Where do you do your grocery shopping?
NSPJ for the idea. I'll tell you the truth, Jimmy. I used to work for Schnucks as a nighttime stocker, and then I'd have to go to work after that. But anyways, I did most of my shopping out at Woodman's. And then, well, unfortunately, Walmart became a little bit more accessible. A little bit less on the shelves, I'll say that, so I gave up on that. And now I just get it ordered to my door.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sounds good. I know years ago, Rockford used to have the pacemaker stores. Let's see, in the Highlander. I don't know if they're still in the. They're probably not in business anymore, but there were two big name grocery stores in Rockford too.
Pacemaker went out of business, and I think Logley's bought them out, and then Schnucks bought out Logley's, something like that. So. And I don't know if anybody could ever buy Walmart out. So, but anyways, you go to Walmart, there's not much on the shelves there. They're having a little bit of distribution problems.
So is everybody else. Ships are tied up in port in California. They can't get anything moving. The truck drivers are waiting. There was a report on NBC Nightly News about that. Yeah, that's really a sad situation. Well, forget about Walmart. Shop local. That's the way I look at it. Okay. Thank you for checking in, Scott. N9GBP. Great. Where do you do your grocery shopping?
Well, we mostly do it at Schnucks, and once in a while we'll have to pick something up at Walmart, but usually Schnucks.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, thank you for checking in there, Greg. enjoy your weekend. Casey9 QPL, Paul in Loves Park. Where do you do your grocery shopping?
This is Casey9 QPL. We do most of ours at Meyer now. We'll say 73 and be clear.
Okay, Paul, sounds good. Thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Day. You have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll definitely talk to you on Monday night. Okay, WI9HF in Janesville. Chad. Oh, boy, I don't know what's... Hey, Chad, before I ask, how is your simplex net going? How many check-ins did you have last night?
Hi, Jimmy. I went to the last night. Just me and Joe. So last night was not much of it all. But the week before we had 5. Pick up my log. Well, my sister said, I'm not sure. I don't know very much. But it still comes and goes. It's not different, but don't stick with it. It's going to be more than a month and a half. So people will probably get some other stuff going on. And people will get a good idea. Like it. There's a same ball game I had last night this morning.
Chad, I'm going to tell you what. I didn't already copy any of that. There was a lot of noise with your signal. Do you think you can increase your power or change location?
Stand by a minute.
Chad, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to say 7-3. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. I got you checked in anyway. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you down the log. Good luck on your 2-meter simplex net. That net is held every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. on the 146.400 the simplex. If you're not doing anything after you get done with the health and tech net here on this repeater, go to 146.400 and check into Chad's simplex net. So, okay. KC9RGG, Norman Orfordville. What's going on with you? Where do you do your grocery shopping?
Not bad.
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Actually, Jim, my YL does all the shopping, and she goes to Woodman's, Century, and Piggly Wiggly. I don't care where she goes, because she brings home good stuff and she cooks it. That's what I like.
Okay, sounds good. Chad, I'll get back to you in a minute. I know you're trying to get back in. I'll get back to you in a minute. Your Piggly Wiggly, do they still have those, do they still give out those S&H green stamps?
I don't think Piggly Wiggly, I don't think anybody does S&H green stamps. Golly, that takes me all the way back to the 1950s.
I'll tell you what, we used to have 2 Piggly Wiggly stores here in Freeport back in the 50s. I'll tell you what, anybody with the younger listeners, they used the Piggly Wiggly used to give out S&H green stamps. As of the full book of stamps, and those were green stamps too. You redeem them. You can get you can get a radio, mix master, or let's see, like a refrigerator, toaster, or a blender, or what have you. There was a lot of nice stuff. You exchange those green stamps for stuff. They used to put out a catalog what you could get with those S&H green stamps. That was fun back in the day, Norm.
Well, yeah, I guess it was fun, but I got tired of licking those darn things. My mother used to do it, though, and she drove into Oak Park, Illinois, to redeem those books. So I guess that's something way back in the past. KC9GCR, KC9RGG, and I'll be hitting the sack, Jim.
7-3, Norm. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Yeah, bring back those SNH green stats. Okay, Norm. 7-3, thank you for checking in. Okay, Chad, W99HF, are you still there? Repeat your last traffic there.
Hey, Jimmy, I'll copy now on full power here.
Much better, a lot better. Go ahead.
Okay, I was on the portable crossbanding, so my 45 watts didn't quite do it apparently. So yeah, it was the simplex net didn't have anybody's last night. So it was me and Joe, K9ZIP in Janesville here. We were the only two, we're both net controls for the net, so didn't get anybody last week, or just yesterday, but the week before, I think we had maybe 4 or 5. I don't have the list here in front of me, but it kind of waxes and wanes depending on the week. So maybe tomorrow, yesterday people were taking advantage of doing some last minute yard work for the fall. So, but yeah, we'll keep it going and see how it goes. Go ahead.
Sounds good. I hope you get a good turnout on Thursday night. I regret to say I'm not able to because I do 2 nets on Thursday night. The Health and Tech net at 7 o'clock on this repeater, and the Salvation Army Saturday net on our 147.39 repeater here in Freeport. PL 114.8 plus offset. Okay, Chad. Now, where do you go to do your grocery shopping?
Well, when we lived in Madison, usually went to Pick and Save. Before I got together with my wife, or I should say back together, quick side story. We met in 1988 in Wausau, Wisconsin. Teenagers, lost touch for 27 years and got back together in 2015. So anyway, that's a story for another time. But when she moved in with me in 2016, we used to go to, before that, I used to go to Woodman's or Pick and Save, or Cup Foods when I was still in Madison. But typically, after she moved in, we went to Pick and Save. She likes Aldi, so I went to Aldi's. And then after we moved to Janesville here back in July, typically at this point now we go to Walmart because it's a 10-minute bus ride away from our house. And now I've discovered Instant Cart. So we end up having it delivered to the house and never had a problem with that. Actually, it's cheaper getting it delivered than it would be taking a Lyft or an Uber back home for $10, $11. So it's actually cheaper, and the people do a really good job. So, but with the Instant Cart, we set. I tried Piggly Wiggly up here in Milton, and then I went to Woodman's, and Woodman's is actually cheaper. So we're using that, or Walmart, I should say. So, and last week, I couldn't believe it, I got 2 of them, 99 cents for a dozen eggs. When was the last time you saw that, Jimmy?
Back in the day, I can say that.
Yeah, old days, more like it. So, I remember when bacon used to Corn King bacon used to be 99 cents a pound all day long. Man, I tell you what, I bought 2 pounds of bacon and I grossly overpaid for it. It was over $6 a pound. I mean, I bought 2 of them because you like bacon, but oh my God, that's insane. But yeah, we get pretty good stuff here. Although I don't like tomatoes in the store though, because they don't ripen them. They just inject them in this red dye to make them look nice and ripe, but they're really not. So next summer we're going to plant a garden here and have homegrown veggies and stuff. So definitely looking forward to that.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Chad, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Again, good luck with your 2-meter simplex net on Thursday night.
All right, Jimmy, thanks a lot. Always wish you luck with this net, although it doesn't seem look like you need it really. But yeah, I just got a quick question though. When you first started this net, whenever it was, what was your, if you remember, what was your average number of check-ins when you first started this net?
We started this net back in 2008. December 5th, 2008 to be exact. At that time, we were operating on 147.300 repeater in Dakota, Illinois. We had, I say about 10, 11, 12, 13 check-ins when back in the early days of the net, and that's when we were averaging 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14 check-ins back until about till 2010 when I moved the net to the 147255 repair. But that was how it was back in the early days of the net.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds what happens usually for a net. So it starts out little and just grows. So, yep, I remember when it was on 255, 255. That was when I was able to check in up from Madison. So, that's long gone. Not in Madison, not moving back, and happy to be back here. So, good net. So I'll let you go, move on to other people who are waiting. So, 7-3's Jimmy. Good to always be on the net. WI9HF in Janesville.
Okay, sounds good, Chad. Tag as usual. Thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. That concludes my list. Do we have any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? If you're coming home from your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, or grocery shopping, getting plenty of groceries for the weekend, coming home from the show, if you just turn your radio on and you've been copying the mail for the last 46, 47 minutes, this is your chance to check at the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember where the region. Working out traffic, please call KSUN GCR.
Hey Jimmy, this is KD9QVB. I don't know if I missed you on the round table, but didn't hear my name, but I did step away just for a minute. Over.
Oh, goodness sakes, I forgot about you. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Your call's right in front of my face there. Okay, Brian, sorry about that. What's going on with you? Where do you do your grocery shopping at?
Well, honestly, we hit several different stores. We got a really nice Aldi up here. Right across the street is a Walmart, so we'll hit that. Certain things I got to go to Valley to get. Certain things I got to go to Woodman's to get. So it just depends what we're shopping for. If it's the basics, it's always pretty much Aldi and Walmart. But sometimes I like to cook, so I might need to get something special at one of those other stores. But that's kind of where we go. Over.
Okay, Brian, sounds good. Sorry about the delay there. Across the street from where I live there, well, not across the street, up on the other side of West Cleveland Avenue, there's a 9-story high-rise building. I see the fire trucks are over there, so I don't know if it's food on the stove, if it's some kind of alarm is there, so I just turned on the scanner and see what I can pick up there. So, Brian, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Sorry, good thing you said something, or I would have left you out in the cold. Thank you for checking in, Brian. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
Jimmy, W9BL, Kingston calling.
9 Bravo Lima.
Jimmy.
9 Bravo Lima, come back.
W9BL, Kingston, over.
Okay, W9BL, got you checked in. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. We're talking about grocery shopping. What grocery store do you go to when you want to buy groceries?
Go to Walmart and Myers, sometimes Woodman's, but mostly Walmart now. Most of the time, it's the closest store. We do have a Butera over here in Genoa, so we'll hit that one now and then too locally. So But that's about it there, Jimmy. Back to you. W9BL.
Thank you very much for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. I know who was it? He lives in Singapore. I think it was Matt or whoever it was. He does he's one of the net controls on the Monday night Kishwa Camps Radio Club net. He checks me into the net as an honorary check, and he always mentions the Friday Night Fun Net. So, hey, thank you very much for checking in. To do it, check in more often.
Jimmy. Yeah, we moved from Marengo over here to Kingston now, so we're a little bit further out towards you guys, so our signal should be a little bit better. I got it up higher on the roof, so we should be coming in pretty strong to you there. Go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you next Friday night. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. This is a K-Sign G-Star with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD Repeater Rock for transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. Back when I was growing up, we used to come to Freeport every Saturday. We would do our shopping at the Piggly Wiggly. We redeemed those SH green stamps, but I think we did most of our shopping at the old A&P store. That was on South Chicago Avenue here in Freeport, next to across the street from the Micro Switch Plant 2. And let's see, I'll tell you what, all over that store you could smell that they ground their own coffee. 8 o'clock coffee. They had 3 different kinds. I don't drink coffee, but I'll tell you what, they sold them in bags. You could smell that coffee all over the store. A&P, the Piggly Wiggly, National Tea. Those were the grocery stores. Yes, sir. You bet. Then when the Kroger's used to have a store here in Freeport, we did some shopping there, and so that was definitely fun about back in the day. Don't forget too. Let's see. Many years ago, there were those little corner grocery stores. There used to be plenty of them around Freeport there, and I'm sure they had plenty of them in the Rockford area too back in the day. All you had to do is go a couple blocks or across the street to your neighborhood grocery store and buy whatever you needed. That was before the days of the supermarkets or what have you. So, okay. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. I'll tell you what, everybody must be enjoying the weather tonight. This is 17 check-ins so far, and I checked myself in as number 17, so I think everybody's probably out doing grocery shopping. I think that's where everybody's at, so I'm going to get all my papers straightened out, then we're going to do the trivia segment. Good grief, I got my scanner on, but I don't know where the fire trucks are going there, so. Still trying to get my papers together here. One moment, please. Okay. Now, next, we're going to do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of those people who are listening on the scanners who are starting for their first ham radio license there. Just before the net started, I got a phone call from a CB operator. He's going to be taking his technician's test here shortly, and he's listening to the net on the scanner. So, what we're going to, this is for his benefit, and those anybody else who are taking their first ham radio license test. Many of you listen to this net on the scanner, since you can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. And many of you listen to us just for the fun of it. So I'm going to read questions from Auroral Tech, General, and Extra Q&A. So okay. Okay, here's the first question. By the way, let's not depend on one or two people to answer the question. If you know to answer these questions, let's get as many people check in and give the answers as possible. Okay, first question. What might be the problem if a repeater user says your transmissions are breaking up on voice peaks? A, you have the incorrect offset. B, you need to talk louder. C, you're talking too loudly. D, your transmit power is too high. What might be the problem if a repeater user says your transmissions are breaking up on voice peaks? A, you have the incorrect offset. B, you need to talk louder. C, you are talking too loudly. D, your transmit power is too high. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Charlie, we got 987.
Okay, Chad, come on back. What'd you say?
Charlie, you got coming from off. I say Charlie, we got 987.
You are correct, Chad. You are correct. WI9HF, Chad in Janesville. You are correct. What might be the problem if a repeater user says your transmissions are breaking up on voice peaks? Correct answer. C, Charlie, you are talking too loudly. An overmodulated FM signal has excessive deviation and is said to be over-deviating. Over-deviation is usually caused by speaking too loudly into the microphone and may cause interference on adjacent channels. It often generates noise or distortion on voice peaks called breaking up. Reduce over-deviation, speak more softly, or move the microphone farther from your mouth. Ham radio license manual, page 5-8. Okay, let's find another one here. Okay. If your license has expired and is still within the allowable grace period, may you continue to operate a transmitter on amateur radio service frequencies? A, no, transmitting is not allowed until the FCC license database shows that the license has been renewed. B, yes, but only if you identify using the suffix GP. C, yes, but only during authorized nets. D, yes, for up to 2 years. If your license has expired and is still within the allowable grace period, may you continue to operate a transmitter on amateur radio service frequencies. A, no, transmitting is not allowed until the FCC license database shows that the license has been renewed. B, yes, but only if you identify using the suffix GP. C, yes, but only during authorized nets. D, yes, for up to 2 years. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
APZ.
Go ahead, Al.
A is in Adam. Never. No. Not until the license gets back in the database.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. If your license has expired and is still within the allowable grace period, may you continue to operate a transmitter on amateur radio service frequencies. Correct answer is A, alpha. No. Transmitting is not allowed until the FCC license database shows that the license has been renewed. All right. All right. Oh, you already read this one. Okay. Okay. What is a characteristic of VHF signals received via auroral reflection? A. Signals from distances of 10,000 or more miles are common. B. The signals exhibit rapid fluctuations of strength and often sound distorted. C. These types of signals occur only during winter nighttime hours. D. These types of signals are generally strongest when your antenna is aimed west. What is a characteristic of VHF signals received via auroral reflection? A. Signals from distances of 10,000 or more miles are common. B. The signals exhibit rapid fluctuations of strength and often sound distorted. C. These types of signals occur only during winter nighttime hours. D. These types of signals are generally strongest when your antenna is aimed west. Does anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, I'll read this question one more time. What is the characteristic of VHF signals received via auroral reflections? A. Signals from distances of 10,000 or more miles are common. B. The signals exhibit rapid fluctuations of strength and often sound distorted. C. These types of signals occur only during winter nighttime hours. B. These types of signals are generally strongest when your antenna is aimed west. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9QBB, my guess would be C, Charlie.
Sorry, Brian, that is not correct. That is not correct. Thank you for trying. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
KD9EPZ, B is in Bravo.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. What is a characteristic of VHF signals received via auroral reflections? Correct answer is B, Bravo. The signals exhibit rapid fluctuations of strength and often sound distorted. Because the aurora is constantly changing, the reflected signals change strength quickly and are often distorted. Animated license manual, page 4-4. Okay, we'll find another one here. Okay. What is the ability to store energy in an electric field called? A. Inductance. B. Resistance. C. Tolerance. D. Capacitance. What is the ability to store energy in an electric field called? A. Inductance. B. Resistance. C. Tolerance. D. Capacitance. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9QBB, I would guess D is in David, capacitance.
You are correct, Brian, you are correct. What is the ability to store energy in an electric field called? Correct answer is D, delta capacitance. Storing energy in an electric field is called capacitance, and it is measured in farads, or F. Hammer license manual, page 3-9. Alrighty. Okay. Which of these components can be used as an electronic switch or amplifier? A. Oscillator. B. Potentiometer. C. Transistor. D. Voltmeter. Which of these components can be used as an electronic switch or amplifier? A. Oscillator. B. Potentiometer. C. Transistor. D. Voltmeter. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Come on, people, I can't answer all of them.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this question one more time. Which of these components can be used as an electronic switch or amplifier? A. Oscillator. B. Potentiometer. C. Transistor. D. A voltmeter. If you know these questions, folks, come on. Let's not depend on one or two people to answer these questions. Come on.
KD9EPZ.
Okay, Al, go ahead.
Transistor.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. Which of these components can be used as an electronic switch or amplifier? Correct answer, C. Charlie, transistor. With the appropriate external circuit and a source of power, transistors can amplify or switch voltages and currents. Using small signals to control or amplify larger signals is called gain. Ham radio license manual, page 3-12. All right. Some of these questions, I'm going to move on. All right. Okay. Okay. Those of you who do fox hunts should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A. Calibrated SWR meter. C. A directional antenna. C. A calibrated noise bridge. D. All of these choices are correct. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A. Calibrated SWR meter. B. A directional antenna. C. A calibrated noise bridge. D. All of these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9MED, let's go with B Bravo.
Okay, Mike, we're going with B Bravo. You are correct. You are correct. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? Correct answer is B Bravo, a directional antenna. I was involved in a fox hunt about 4 years ago. We were supposed to be in one vehicle. We ended up in another one. The fox hunt was supposed to last for 2 hours. They couldn't find me, and they were within a few feet of me, too. As it turned out, that nobody knew that we had to switch the locations. I was the fox. They finally found me, though, just before the fox hunt ended. That was the first and only time I was ever involved in a fox hunt. Okay. Okay. Which of the following connectors is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? A. A UHF or PL259/SO239 connector. B. A Type N connector. C. An RS-213 connector. D. A DB25 connector. Which of the following connectors is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? A UHF PL-259 SO-239 connector. B, a Type N connector. C, an RS-213 connector. D, a DB-25 connector. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9 MED here. Let's go with B Bravo, the N connector.
You are correct, Brian. You are correct. Which of the following connectors is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? Correct answer is B Bravo, a Type N connector. Above 400 megahertz, the Type N connectors are used because of their low loss and controlled impedance. Ham Radio License Manual, page 4-18. Okay, one more question in the tech Q&A. I got it. Let me find it here. All right. Oh boy, I think we went past it here. One moment, please. I want to make sure that I don't have any dead air. That's why I'm talking here. Okay. All right, here we go. What are the toughest questions in the Tech General and Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new listeners out there, those of you who are going to get your first ham radio license. Someday you're going to be part of a tower climbing crew. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew. This next question might put you over the top as far as getting your technicians and tickets go when you have the next VE testing session takes place. All right. Just hold on. All right. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? A, this type of tower must never be painted. B, this type of tower must never be grounded. C, this type of tower must not be climbed unless retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? A, this type of tower must never be painted. B, this type of tower must never be grounded. C, this type of tower must not be climbed unless retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. D, all of these choices are correct. You tower climbers should know the answer to this question by heart. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
U9BL.
U9BL, go ahead.
Go with Charlie. C.
You are correct. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? Correct answer is C, Charlie. This type of tower must not be climbed unless retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. Crank-up towers must be fully retracted or mechanical safety locking devices must have been installed. Never climb a crank-up tower supported only by the cable that supports the sections. Ham Radio License Manual, page 9-20. Okay? This concludes this portion of the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. We'll get to the general questions, but before we do that, do we have any more stations we'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Okay, Scott, K9YM Monroe, I think that's you. Go to go to Simplex. I'll copy you there. K9YI, yes I do, Scott. I copy you loud and clear. Okay. tonight? Okay, sounds good. We're talking about grocery stores and grocery shopping there. Where do you, in Monroe, where do you go to do your grocery shopping? Okay, sounds good. They say that's a fine the grocery store chain in Wisconsin, along with Roundy's. So yeah, Dick's Supermarket is a good place too. Oh yeah, Piggly Wiggly. Back in the day, we had 2 stores here in Freeport. We used to do shopping at both stores, and we redeemed those S&H green stamps. Okay, sounds good. I know they had a Piggly Wiggly store in Broadhead too. Yeah, that was Piggly. We used to have a Kroger store here in Freeport many years ago too. Yes, it is. You bet. We have. Let's see. Well, here in Freeport, we have Sullivan's, Aldi's, and the Cup Foods. Well, we have the Walmart grocery store, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't count that as a local store. So we'll put it that way. Hey, Scott, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Well, I'm sorry we had to hold the net here on this repair, but conditions are 6-1. We're not good tonight. So 7-3, we'll talk to you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night. Okay, sounds good. Are there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Unable to copy. Last station trying to check in. You might want to increase your power or change the location. I hear a voice, but they're just almost completely drowned out by noise. Let's try that one more time, please. Well, I got a carrier, but no audio. Try that one more time, please. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next portion of the trivia segment, which is the general class license. So, okay, if I can find it, I'm trying to avoid questions I just read there, so I'm trying to avoid them. So, that digital stuff I'm not going to bother with. Okay, I think I already read that question. Okay, generally, you people who work CW should know the answer to this one by heart. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states who calls CQDX? A, Any caller is welcome to respond. B, only stations in Germany. C, any stations outside the lower 48 states. D, only contest stations. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states who calls CQDX? A, any caller is welcome to respond. B, only stations in Germany. C, any stations outside the lower 48 states. D, only contest stations. Anybody grab to answer this question?
EPZ. G Charlie, Jimmy, WI9HF. G Charlie. Anyone outside of 40 U.S. states?
Okay, Chad, I copied you. K9EPZ. Al, what do you say?
He's got it right. See, Charlie. He keyed up the same time I did. I got keyed and he heard. I heard him. So give it to him.
Well, you know, this is not an official test or anything like that. We're doing this just in fun, so I like to give everybody a chance. So that's the way it goes. But you're both correct. You're both correct. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states who call CQDX? Well, the correct answer is C, Charlie. Any stations outside the lower 48 states. If you hear CQDX from a station on the U.S. mainland, it usually means the CQer is looking for stations outside the lower 48 states. On the HF bands, DX generally refers to any station outside the caller's country. General class license manual, page 2-5. Sorry about that. Okay. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's worked or QSL via Lockbook of the world. C, identify your station per normal FCC regulations. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via Logbook of the world. C, identify your station per normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? I'll read this question one more time. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station worked or QSL via Logbook of the world. C, identify your station per normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Come on, people. Let's not depend on one or two people to answer these questions. Okay. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on the HF frequencies? Well, the correct answer is identify your station per normal FCC regulations. The fast-paced style of contest operating is quite popular on HF. The rules for identifying your station still apply during these competitive events. General Class License Manual, page 2-5. Okay. Which of the following is a use for the IF shift control on a receiver? A, to avoid interference from stations very close to the receive frequency. B, to change frequency rapidly. C, to permit listening on a different frequency from that on which you are transmitting. D, to tune in stations that are slightly off frequency without changing your transmit frequency. Which of the following is a use for the IF shift control on a receiver? A, to avoid interference from stations very close to the received frequency. B, to change frequency rapidly. C, to permit listening on a different frequency from that on which you are transmitting. D, to tune in stations that are slightly off frequency without changing your transmit frequency. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Somebody trying to get in. I'm not able to copy. Nothing but noise. Please increase your power or change location. Okay. Which of the following is a use for the IF shift control on a receiver? Correct answer is A, alpha, to avoid interference from stations very close to the received frequency. Okay, well, folks, I think that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun and Trivia for this week, and thank you for participating. We'll do it again next week. At this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
November 9, Oscar Echo Golf, check-in. N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. What's going on with you, Chris? I haven't talked to you in a while. Not a whole lot, Jimmy. Just a lot of working. I did have some antenna issues there a little while ago, so I got those licked, hopefully. Otherwise, my standing wave would be infinite. But it's happy today. It's amazing what a bad barrel connection will do.
Okay, sounds good. Chris, we're talking about grocery stores. I'm asking everybody where you do your shopping for your groceries.
I'll have to say both of the ones that we use are not local mom and pop ones. One is Woodman's and the other one's Wally World.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Chris. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun and enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. By the way, next week we're going to be our special Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun. I'm going to ask everybody how what you got any plans for trick or treating, or if you're going to go out trick or treating, who are you going to dress up as, and what are your favorite memories of Halloween? Oh, by the way, Chris. You gave me this radio nut joke. I'm going to read it. You know you're a radio nut when you invite all your children, your grandchildren, and the neighborhood children to your haunted ham shack.
So they can watch the eerie glow of tubes.
Say that again?
So they could admire the eerie glow of some vacuum tubes.
So they can admire the eerie glow of some vacuum tubes. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Hey, Chris, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, and you too, Jimmy. Take care. N9OEG.
Any more stations that want to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time, please call now.
KD9 SBA.
K9 SBA, Greg and Matt in Stillman Valley. What's going on with you, Greg? I'm asking everybody, where do you go to do your grocery shopping?
K9 SBA. Much like Al, I'm kind of down his direction, and we're kind of limited in our options. So I actually go to Aldi's down there quite a bit, and Walmart when I have to.
Yeah, I hear you. If humanly possible, avoid going to Walmart. You don't know where that money goes. You don't. Does it stay in Ogle County or does it go to someplace else? You do your grocery shopping at your locally owned stores, like your mom and pop stores. You know that money stays in your home county, whether it be Stevenson, Winnebago, Ogle, or what have you. Walmart, forget it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Just the options are becoming limited sometimes.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun, Matt. Drive safely and enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later. This is K9GCR Friday Night Fun on the K9 RFD Repeater and Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun Central and Freeport. Are there any more stations who want to check in? Please call now.
K9FLO.
K9FLO. Hello, Dean. I don't know what happened with you last week, but I put you down as an honorary check-in. But you're checked in tonight. What's going on with you?
Good evening there, Jimmy, and everybody else out there, KC9GCR, K9FLO. I made it down here, and I'll tell you what, last week I missed it. I had a senior moment and forgot all about the net, so bad on me there, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Last week, I was asking everybody, when you were in high school, what was your favorite subject? And what was the subject you liked the most? What was your subject you liked the least?
Oh, boy. That's a good one. Let me think about that. I would just take a wild guess, probably English was the least. And back in those days, we had classes that they had what they called electronics classes. It was available as an option, and I was active in that there, so I know that's something from the past. But anyway, that was probably my most interested there. Even clear back, we even had that offered in junior high school in Rockford area anyway. Over at Roosevelt, they had it. So that was a big thing. I remember we even had a ham station at school. So I'm sorry, drifting there, Jimmy. Go ahead.
That's okay. That many years ago at Freeport High School, there was they had a ham radio club. They had a radio club there too, but that was way back in the day. There, they even had a little antenna on the building, the roof of the building there. Yeah, that was way back in the day though. So okay, now tonight I'm asking everybody, where do you go grocery shopping? Locally's, Woodman's, or where do you shop?
Well, because we're on the state line here, we have some good options, and it depends what we're looking for. If we're looking for a little small, quick pickup at a good deli, that'd be the Schnucks. They're in Roscoe. Walmart we need to go to because that's where my pharmacy's at, so we kind of plan for that there.
And if we want a big load and we like the prices there, we'll go to the Woodman's up in Beloit. In fact, we just went there today. So, yeah, you know, it's changed a lot from when we were kids, but we got options now, which I don't think we had options like that back then. They're Jimmy, KC9 GCR, K9 FLO Friday.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. We have 3 grocery stores. Well, 4 if you count Walmart, but I don't count them. To me, they're not a local store. We got the Sullivan's. Let's see, Cub Foods and Aldi's. I always go to Sullivan's to do my shopping because I know where everything's at and the prices are always cheaper there. And they're kind of locally owned or regionally owned anyway.
You got a Cub Foods there in Freeport there, Jeff?
Yes, we do. We have a Cub Foods. We also have an Aldi's.
All right. Well, I'll be darned. Well, we had a Cub Foods in Beloit, or South Beloit, I should say. That closed, and there was 1 or 2 in Rockford, and they closed too. I assume they were franchised, maybe, is what happened there. And I forgot about Aldi's. Yeah, we'll go to Aldi's once in a while. It just we make a list up, and you know, you pick on there. Well, if we go to this store, that's where the prices are best, and go to that store for those items. You know, the one particular store has a much better deli if we were going to get deli stuff, and then, like I said, Walmart, that's where my pharmacy is. So if we go there, then we'll pick up a few other items. So yeah, you know, it's not bad. If we're going to get a big load, the Woodman's is probably the best shot for that there in the price. But see, we have the advantage when we go up to Woodman's, we pay the different sales tax up there, which is only about with the Woodman's probably 10 miles from us. So that's a nice thing there. Thinking of that, I got gas up there too. They have a gas station there, and I think I paid $3.04 a gallon this afternoon for gas. So that's another plus they have across the state line, is cheaper gas there. Jim, go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Many years ago, I would say earlier during the day, we used to have an A&P, Piggly Wiggly, National Tea, and Kroger store here in Freeport.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We had a lot of Piggly Wiggly stores there. My dad worked for Piggly Wiggly quite a few years in Rockford area. I think there were 7 stores in Rockford area back in the 60s. And then there was, you're right, National Tea and A&P. That's another one. Then later on, Jewel came in with Osco, and they didn't last very long. They were, of course, Chicago. And they kind of replaced when Piggly Wiggly was bought out, and they turned them into the Eagle Foods in this area. They were bought out of Eagle Foods out of Milan, Illinois, I think it was, and they took over all the big stores in the Rockford area. And then Jewel came into the area and opened up their, usually it was a Jewel and Osco, and they disappeared or closed down, and Osco closed down last, and Osco stores around here were all, or drugstores were bought out by CVS. So that's kind of the changes and transitions in that. But they brought in, at least down in Rockford, Myers moved in from suburban Chicago. So that's a nice store too. I like them. They got a dangerous item there for me, and that's called a bakery. And that's something I shouldn't go to. But they're a real nice big store and good prices. KC9 GCR, K9 FLO.
Oh yeah, yeah, we used to have a Jewel Osco. We had the Eagle. Yeah, we had the Eagle store. Piggly Wiggly changed the Eagle. Yeah, then the Jewel Osco bought them out. We used to have a Jewel store. That's where Sullivan's is now. We used to do the shopping there. Eagles was a good store too. But yeah, Piggly. Your dad worked at Piggly Wiggly. I'm sure you did a lot of shopping there. Did you redeem those S&H green stamps?
I did. You betcha. And I'll tell you something else, too. I worked for S&H Green Stamps for about, when I was in high school, for 2 years, my junior and senior year. In Loves Park, they had a retail store. And I worked there after school. And I worked down in the stock room. Interesting in those days, and up at the counters, it was all women. The counters, and they didn't have any men work up there. But down in the stock room, that was all men, and we were responsible when they would call an order down to us, and we'd go pick out the order for them. So, and interesting because at Christmas time, I'll tell you what, that store was busy because everybody was into the S&H green stamps in those days. That was, if I remember right, Piggly Wiggly was the big chain that handed out the S&H green stamps. Yeah, 2 years I worked there. Interesting experience, and let me tell you that wages were a lot different back then too. But that was all right for a kid. I needed that. Kept me out of trouble there. Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Oh boy, that was yeah. We used to, my grandmother used to redeem those S&H green stamps. They we shot at Piggly Wiggly. My grandmother would always say, let's go to the pig. Let's go to the pig. She would too. Oh yeah, they got a lot of nice stuff, toaster or radio or a little blender or what have you. You can see those nice little catalogs. Oh, that was nice.
Well, another thing we could do too, if being an employee, we could buy the books as employees. And of course, generally the book was equal to about 30% off their regular retail price. And you got to remember back then, everything, they had all the fair trade laws going on then. So everything was what you call list price. There was no discounts. There was no, stores around where you could go in and get a discount on anything. That came out a little bit later. So we didn't have that stores you could get a break on a price. Didn't have Kmart's weren't around yet. That's really brought in the discounts. You just had your Sears and Monkey Wards and those stores, and the Rockford Dry in the case around here. But so the big thing was, boy, you worked there, and we could buy the books there, and that was like about a 30% off the price of anything you wanted there in the store. So that was kind of fun. Although as a kid, they didn't really sell anything I had interest in. There, Jim, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that was Sears, Monkey Wards. When they were in downtown Freeport, we had right next door to each other. Sears, Montgomery Wards, and J.C. Penney's right on the north side of Stevenson Street, downtown Freeport. Then when they moved, when Sears and J.C. Penney's moved out to Lincoln Mall, or back in the mid '60s, I was in high school back at the time. They still kept their main store. J.C. Penney's kept their main store open downtown. And Montgomery Wards, well, they used to have two stores. Well, of course, they had the main store, and they had the farm service store across the street from the old Stevenson County Courthouse, right on Exchange Street. Bought all your tires and all your car accessories and what have you there.
Oh, very true, very true. Yeah, that brings up, remember another store that was around Western Auto. And if I remember right, they popped up in the early shopping centers, but you could, my first bicycle I ever had came from that store. Yeah, that I forgot about that. And you had the, I'm trying to think, the Firestone stores were around. Of course, they had, besides tires, they had I remember they had bikes and things like that there. Yeah, it was just a different world. It was good. It was a real good thing. We didn't know anything different. Everybody was nice to everybody, and we didn't have all this crime stuff going on and all that there, Jim. Go ahead.
Well, you ain't kidding. Yeah, we used to have Firestone stores downtown Freeport, too, on north side of Stevenson Street also. Oh, yeah. The good old days. You wish they would, we still wish you had a lot of stuff downtown yet. Dean, I'll tell you what. Hey, pleasure talking to you. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Last week, I remember I put you down as an honorary check-in last week. I figured something must have happened that you forgot. Same way with the Kerry, K9MAP. I don't know what happened to him tonight. Maybe something came up, but he couldn't come to the radio. So, Dean, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll try to catch you on the Tuesday night net, when the Rock County net, and we'll talk to you next Friday night.
All right, Jim. Hey, take care. And, hey, thanks for reminiscing. That was fun. That brought back a lot of good old memories of the stores and that. And, the other thing, too, just not to drag on it, but everything was in one center. That's when you had a real downtown. You didn't have you had the suburbs, but they were strictly residential. You didn't have all the, the 7-Elevens hadn't been invented yet. You did have the mom and pop little grocery stores down in the corner, which you'd ride your bicycle to and go in and hit the candy bins and things like that. But that's all you had. Everything was downtown, and that wasn't a bad thing. It was a nice time. All right, Jamie, take care. Talk to you later. 7-3s. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Okay, Dean, sounds good. Yeah, we had a lot of those little corner grocery stores here in Freeport. In fact, some of those buildings are still standing, although they're used for other purposes now. A lot of them, I should say. Hey, talk to you later, Dean. 7-3. A pleasure talking to you. We'll do this again next Friday night, whatever. K9GCR, I'll be clear. 7-3.
7-3, Jimmy. K9FLO.
Okay, are there any more stations that would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? You're coming home for your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping. You're coming over for the show. If you just turned the radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 50 minutes. It's your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. With drought traffic, please call KC9GCR. Now, November 0, RW, is that correct? I'm going to need a station to relay here. I cannot try that one more time. There's quite a bit of noise with your signal. I'm sorry, I can't copy at all. I'll tell you what. Give me a call on the phone. Area code 815-232-3636. Area code 815-232-3636 or 232-FNFN. I'll take your checking over the phone, but your signal is really breaking up badly. Sorry about that. That's too bad when a station breaks up like that. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. K9DDF, John and Elton, is that you? Last station trying to check in. Come back.
I had a comment, Jimmy, with K9 Hotel Foxtrot.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, your phone number, I'm just curious. Did you pick that number, or did you just get it assigned randomly? The 3636 Friday night fun net. Is that coincidental, or is that the delivery code?
That's my regular phone number, but I just use that. That's just the Friday Night Fun Net hotline during the net. Area code 815-232-3636 or 232-FN for Friday Night Fun Net.
Yeah, roger that. I was just curious if you 3636 there, or did you momentarily just give that to you going on?
I'm not anybody called on the phone tonight during the net there, so okay, I'll tell you what, I'm starting to lose you here. 7-3, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. K9G, Cheryl, be clear. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. This is K9G, Charter Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net, Trustworthy Freeport. Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area here. In about 6 minutes or 7 minutes, the Night Watch net will be getting underway. It takes place on the 443.750 repeater in Chicago. That's a Chicago FM Club CFMC repeater, UHF repeater. That has a PL 114.8 plus offset. If you cannot get in the repeater, you can get in via the Echo Link. It's getting underway in about 5 minutes. That net is out every night of the week. Last night they didn't get done to about 11:30 or so, or shortly afterwards. But okay. Okay, the Lunch Bunch net is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 12 noon and 1 p.m. A swap net is held at 12:30 p.m. It's on the 145.430 repeater in Downers Grove, Illinois. That has a PL 107.2 minus offset. W9DUP at DuPage County repeater. There is a Saturday night fun net which takes place Saturday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. That has a PL 127.3 minus offset. That has a lot more structure than this one. Check in A through C, D through F, and so on and so forth. But that's a good net. Last night and the past few weeks, I've been hearing the net, but I was not able to understand a single word they were saying because there was definitely a lot of noise. But again, that's the Saturday night fun net, which takes place at 9 p.m. Saturday evenings on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. PL 127.3 minus offset. The Green County Aries Races net meets each and every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with a PL 123.0 minus offset. Scott, K9YI, is net control of that net. He just checked into this net a few minutes ago. It's a combination of Aries Races and the Ragju net. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with a PL 100.0 plus offset. The Whiteside County Aries group meets on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling with a PL 114.8 minus offset. Should not have any problem getting in that repeater. It's on the antenna is 200 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. either on this repeater or 146.61, where we've been hosting the past two nets. That's the Monday night rah-rah info net. I share the duties with the Larry K9 KCT. Again, that net meets at 7 p.m. Monday evenings. I'll be net control of this coming up Monday night. Larry had a total of 11 check-ins. Let me reset. The Lee County Aries group holds this Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with a PL of 82.5 minus offset. The Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb that has a PL 100.0 minus offset. Okay, the Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. We got two nets that take place at 7 p.m. The Health and Tech net meets on this repeater at Tuesdays and Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Larry, Larry Ace9GO, Rah Board President, has the Tuesday evening net, and I have the Thursday evening net. We ask everybody how they're getting along health-wise and if they have any technical questions. Also at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, the PL 123.0 minus offset, the Rock County Public Service net holds its Tuesday evening net. Then K9QDP, Rick, holds his the North America Long Wires net. That meets every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. on 28.390 megahertz, 10 meters upper sideband. At 21 on the roster, he had 8 or 10 people check in on the air. Okay, we did that. The Ogle County Amateur Radio net, including Area Skywarn, holds its Tuesday evening net at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon that has a PL 146.2 plus offset. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We had the weekly Steamson County Aries net. I'm the net control of that net. I think I had a total of 6 check-ins. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd, the PL 123.0 plus offset, the Greater Boyd Amateur Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here on in Freeport, on the 147.390 repeater, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. It runs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. until all traffic is handled. Mel, N9RPN, the trustee of the 39 repeater, brings us Amateur Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast of Old Entire the Amateur Radio. The, let's see, Chad, WI9, just a minute. WI9HF Chad has his 2-meter simplex net at 7 p.m. on Thursday evenings on the 146.400 simplex. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. At the Winnebago County Jail, they're going into lockdown now. They do that every night at this time. Kerry, K9MAP, was telling me he listens to VHF and UHF frequencies on the scanner, and he picks up those jail frequencies, and at exactly 10 p.m., every night they say lockdown. Do we have any more stations? You want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Yeah, KC9GCR and N9QD. Good evening.
N9NQD, good evening, Art. How you doing?
Fair to middling. I'm mostly middling today, I tell you. It's been a hard week. I don't know, a lot of crap floating on out there. A lot of people getting sick. A lot of people don't believe that the COVID really is bad, but I do. Known other people that have gotten over it. But other than that, doing okay. What's my number tonight? And any theme for tonight?
You're number 22. The turnout is just about normal for a Friday night. Tonight I'm asking everybody where they go to do their grocery shopping.
Oh, I go to many places, many and varied. Yeah. Heard you say something about Sullivan's. I tuned in a little earlier. Yeah, I've been to Sullivan's. A little far for me to go. I used to like going to Cub Foods. I like going to the one way out east, Myers and Woodman's. Woodman's has a excellent selection of food items. And then, of course, Aldi on some items. Aldi's a German-based outfit. They got a lot of stuff that's really good. I like their sauerkraut. Comes in a glass jar. It's very, very tasty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, that's what we were talking about 3 weeks ago. With the first and then of the month, I was asking everybody what their favorite German food was: sauerkraut or Braunschweiger, or everybody likes that, or brats or what have you. Oh yeah, well that definitely sounds good. Of course, those little ethnic food stores too, your Italian stores, your Polish stores, they're not bad at all. They got a lot of good stuff there too.
Oh yeah, and then just got introduced into ham off the bone by out there at Woodman's. You can get it. It's really tasty. I like that. And get some of that beefsteak rye bread, and put some of that ham on there with some of that sauerkraut. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, like I said there, my mother used to bake sauerkraut. Well, we had sauerkraut and dumplings there, but then we put some pork and stuff in it too. Then later on she used to bake the sauerkraut there. She put it in like a glass container or something like that. She put brown sugar on it, lots of brown sugar. She'd bake it in the oven. Boy, that was worth the wait. That was definitely good.
Yeah, a friend of mine gave me some of these egg noodles. They're really good. And he'd been cooking them up. He got them from Sam's. He had a bunch of them. I had some of those yesterday. They were pretty good.
That is good. That's good. That definitely sounds good. That's for sure. I was going to tell you, next Friday, we're going to do our special Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun. I'm going to ask everybody what are they going to do for a trick or treat or Halloween. You're going to go out to, if you go out trick or treating, what are you going to dress up as? And I'm going to ask what your favorite memories of Halloween was, and I'll read some of the old Halloween radio nut jokes there too. So that'll be a fun night the next Friday night.
That sounds really good, Jim. It really does. Okay, I've burned up enough time. I'll let you go. Thanks much. You usually have closer to 30 check-ins, but not bad for this time of year. NNNQD.
Okay, sounds good. I don't know how many more I'll be getting before I start doing my honorary check-in. So, Art, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Oh, by the way, I had a call from a CB operator before the net started. I forget his name was, but he says he knows you, and he says he listens to, he monitors both these repeater frequencies so he can listen to the net. He's studying for his ham radio license.
Oh, yeah. I've got a few people started in on it. Yeah, hopefully they'll be going for their ticket and they'll be talking to you. Oh, yeah. It's the same one I'm thinking of. He's got a Baofeng radio. Yeah, he's been playing with it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, this guy, he called me on the phone. He didn't call me on the radio.
Okay. Did he give his name?
Sounds good there. Okay, Art. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you next Friday night.
Roger. Oh, did he give his name?
He did, but for the life of me, I forget what it was.
Okay. Yeah, and I forgot your handle. Maybe we'll hear you in there sometime. We'll catch you. We're clear.
Tomcat. 7-3's Art. Talk to you later. Case on GCR.
Roger.
KC9 GCR and 9OEG.
Friday Night Fun at this time. Please go now.
KC9 GCR, this is N9OEG. Got a quick one for you.
N9OEG. Okay, Chris. Let me just a minute. I gotta get a piece of I gotta find some scratch paper. Here. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
I was going to say, at Halloween, you know you're a real ham nut when you give the kids crystals and vacuum tubes.
That sounds terrific. That is terrific. I'm definitely going to write that down.
I thought you would like that one. I just had to grab you before I forgot it.
I'll definitely write that down in my Friday Night Fun at Holiday Radio Nut Joke Book. That sounds good. Thank you very, Chris. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Jimmy, and have a great evening. And 9OEG back to net control.
Okay, sounds good. Are there any more stations you want to check into the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. I have forgot to mention the senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, from 1,400 to 1,500 hours on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck WD9BB. He takes check-ins not only from the local area, but all throughout the U.S. So, okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
89 QVB. Comment?
89 QVB. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, Jimmy, I did have to step away a couple times here, so I don't know. Did you do your DX report tonight or no?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have missed that. Maybe you did it right up front because I was a couple minutes late on getting on. But just to mention here, I did get my new 80-meter off-center fed dipole up and made contact with a guy over in Spain, 4,442 miles away. His call was EA3AKP. If you get a chance, check him out on QRZ. That guy has got more antennas and money tied up in radios than anybody I could imagine.
Okay, well, I don't have a computer. I don't know how to operate one. I did, just a minute. Let me talk, now just a minute. I talked to the station about, no, I did not talk to the station. What am I saying here? Al, K9EPZ talked to the station about Barcelona, Spain. Let's see. I think that was on the 19th or the 20th. There was a Echo Alpha, the 3, Joliet to Echo from Barcelona, Spain. I can hear that station. He's on 20 meters. But he's either on 14.240 or 14.241. I can hear that station, but I'm not able to get into that station.
Well, prior to me getting that new 80-meter up, I couldn't do anything much on HF, but now, boy, I'm telling you, new antenna made all the difference in the world. So with 100 watts, I'm broadcasting over 4,000 miles.
That's great. Now, what was that call sign of that station you worked in Spain?
EA3AKP.
Okay, he's in EK3AKP. Okay, I got that. Did you know what city in Spain it was or not?
It looks like it says Arbuces, Girona, Spain.
Well, I won't worry about it. I'll just put down Spain. That's good enough. Thank you for your DX report. I put it down on the I always keep a record on how many station participants checked in for the DX report there, and I wrote down all the that call there. So okay, sir. Hey, Brian, sounds good. Thank you very much for doing this.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Sorry I missed it on the first go-round there. I've had to take care of something I'm in the middle of, so I've been bouncing in and out tonight a little bit. But I think that was on 40 meter the other night. I don't recall for sure, though. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Now, don't worry about it. He made contact with Spain. That's the important thing. Okay. Thank you for checking in, Brian. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend.
Will do. KB9 QVB, back to you. Back to net. Over.
Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my honorary check-ins now. N9ARB. Tony here in Freeport. Honorary check-in. N9TAB. It's better have. Tracy, it's better have. Honorary check-in. 89SF. Scott, the checked in there. That's one of my short time stations tonight, so he's already checked in. Let's see. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in on them, but he listens every Friday night. Richard in Belvedere, Z-O. HC honorary chicken, okay? And I'll tell you what, Ricky, WX9RLT, I talked to him before earlier today. He said he was going to check in, he was going to charge up his HC, but I guess he forgot. I'm going to put him down as an honorary check-in, though. WX9RLT. HC honorary check-in, okay? Okay, Brandon K. D9LOA. HC honorary check-in. And, let's see. John KD9OVJ. HC honorary check-in. So, I had 23, let's see. 22 honorary check-ins. I got 6 honorary check-ins for a total of 28 check-ins overall. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I want to thank Dan, N9DCH, the trustee of this repair, for allowing us to use this repair when we can't use 6-1. So, okay, I'm going to run down the list of stations that have checked in so far. Let's see. W9JTC, K9QDP, AA9VU, AA9SF, Scott for the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, south of Rockford. H9NW, K9EPG, Allen Rochelle. K89HKX, Larry and Roscoe. K9KGT, Larry, the king of CW in Rockford. K9MED, who's recording this net for rebroadcast on Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. N9SPJ, Scott, that's the beautiful Rock River Yacht Club, downtown Rockford. N9GBP, H9QPL, W99HF, H9RGG, Norman Orfordville, K89QDB, Brian, W9BL, H9GCR, Net Control, myself, H9YI, Scott Monroe, N9OEG, Art, KD9SBA, N9OEG, Chris, K89SBA, man, and K9FLOD, now N9NQD, Art. Now, these are my honorary check-ins. N9ARB, N9CAB, N9CO, WX9RLT, K9LOA, K9OVJ. And you know what? I'm gonna put down Kerry. KD9MAP. Kerry, HC honorary check-in. Okay, 22, let's see. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 22 on-air check-ins, 7 honorary check-ins, leaves a grand total of 29 on-air check-ins, 29 check-ins overall. 29 check-ins overall. Are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. If you missed the Friday Night Fun Net when it's not on, well, it's simple. Go to the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, go to Friday Night Fun Net Central. You'll be able to hear this net and the past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net. What the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, every night is Friday night. You can listen to this net every night of the week. You can listen to it even during the daytime, too. Mike, K9MED, does a great job of recording these nets. You definitely enjoyed listening to this one, if those of you who missed it. So, you see updated pictures of my ham shack, thanks to Justin K9FEO, when he was here about a month ago. And let's see, you see updated information, pertinent information about the Friday Night Fun Net. You even see weather information. So you want to contact, I can't even talk. You want to get on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, contact Brad Smith, whatever his call is, or Ricky WX9RLT, and they'll get you signed up. Then I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. You see pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a regular desktop touch-tone telephone. When the phone rings, it's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. So, okay. Okay, are there any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, this is K9 G-Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9 RFD repeater in Rockford. I'm going to do the amateur's code now. The amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. The amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and the American Radio Relay League through which amateur radio is represented. The amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. It is well-built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. The amateur is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties he holds in his home, his job, his school, or his community. The amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony N9ARB used to say, some to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, does anybody have any additional questions, comments, or traffic or input they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, well, this concludes our main business for the evening. It was a great topic tonight. What was your favorite, where do you go? It was a great topic tonight. Where you go, your favorite grocery stores, especially talking about Piggly Wiggly and those SH green stamps. That was definitely fun. Next week, we're going to have our annual Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun. I'm going to ask everybody, what are you going to do for trick-or-treating? You're going to go out? Who are you going to dress up as? And what are your favorite holidays what are your favorite memories of the holiday? Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher and your baker and your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter of your local convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, waitresses, or bartenders at your friendly neighborhood restaurants, bars, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your clerk behind when you go to the post office. Be sure you tell the clerk at the post office. Be sure you tell your bank teller, your stockbroker, the members of your local PTA or PTO. Sure you tell your garage mechanic, your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your used car dealer. Sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your imams, your mullahs, your ayatollahs. Sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun. The board check-ins are better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, cell marketers. If you burn the flag, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the bull, we don't take your check-ins. If you take a knee at the sporting event, we don't take your check-ins. That's all there is to it. Okay, with that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region with our traffic, please call Case 9 GCR. Last call for Ratchetjaw. Okay, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for this Friday, October 22nd, 2021. Tune in again next week for our special Halloween edition. Hopefully we'll be back on a 6-1 repeater, but now we'll be back here on 147-195. By the way, I'll be monitoring the repeater tonight to pick up a late bird check-ins or any late check-ins. Tune in again next week for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Net control the Friday Night Fun Net. Now closing down this Friday, October 22nd, 2021 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Return the repeater to frequency normal after radio use. At 10:28 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours, 28 minutes Zulu time, with a grand total of 29 check-ins. 7-3s, everybody. Happy evening. Have a good evening. 70 degrees to all, and to all, a good night.